Hello students, welcome to SUFA e-class. In the previous lecture, we have studied the Venn diagram and also the definition of a subset and some examples related to the subset. So student, now today in this lecture, we will study properties of a subset. So, properties of a subset. Properties of a subset. So the first property is every set is a subset of itself. Student, the first property of subset is that every set is a subset of itself. Means if we will take one set, that is suppose take set A as the set of first 5 natural numbers. So A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So student, if you will see that this set A is the subset of itself, because A contains all the element of A. So we can say that A is the subset of A. So in this way, the first property is that every set is a subset of itself. So student, now the second property is empty set. We know the empty set which does not contain any element. Empty set is a subset of every set. Empty set is a subset of every set. Means you can denote the empty set by phi. Phi is the subset of A. You can also say that phi is the subset of B. If you will take set B into consideration, here we have taken the set A into consideration. That is why we can say that this empty set phi is the subset of set A. Now third one is, if A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A, then A equal to B. And fourth point is the reciprocal of this point. If A is equal to B, then A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A. So student, these both the points are same, one and the same. If you will see that A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A, then A equal to B, and if A is equal to B, then A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A. Now let's take an example in order to understand this. So student, take this is the set A, we'll take set B which is equal to this set A. Now B is equal to 2, 4, 5, 3, 1. If you see the elements of set A and set B, then the order of the element of set A and set B are different, but this set A and set B is one and the same. So if you will see that here, set A contains all the element of set B, that is why A is the subset of B, and set B also contains all the element of set A, so we can say that B is the subset of A. So student, now here A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A. So we can prove that if A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A, then A equal to B. So here A equal to B. And student, now if A equal to B, if this A equal to B, then we can say that A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A. So student, in this way we can study the property of a subset. Now we will move towards the next topic. Student, now the next topic is universal set. So we will see the definition of universal set. Universal set is nothing but a set to which many subsets can be drawn. So universal set is a bigger set of all the subsets. So think of a bigger set which will accommodate all the given set under consideration, which in general is known as universal set. Means if there are some subsets and if we will make the set which contains all the element of that subsets, then this set is called as universal set. So here students, so that the set under consideration are the subset of universal set. Means if you are considering 2 or more sets and if you are making the universal set, so universal set will contain all the element of that particular subsets, and that particular subsets are the subset of that universal set, you can say. So this is the definition of universal set. Now we will consider one example which by which we can understand clearly what is universal set. So suppose we want to study, this example is given in your textbook. Suppose we want to study the student of class 9 who frequently remain absent. So if we are thinking of the students who remain absent frequently of class 9, then we have to think of all the students of class 9 who are in school. So all the student in the school or the student of all the division of class 9. So we have to consider the student of class 9 from all the division. In many schools the divisions are A, B and C. So we have to consider the student of all the division of class 9th in the school. So the set of student of all the division of class 9th in a school can be considered as the universal set, and that the set of that student who remain absent frequently can be tell as the subset of that universal set. So student, here the universal set is generally denoted by the capital U. Capital means capital U is a particular symbol which is used to denote the universal set, and if you will draw the Venn diagram, then this universal set can be shown by the rectangular Venn diagram. Means we will consider a rectangle, its Venn diagram is represented by a rectangle. If you want to write the element of universal set, then you have to consider a rectangular closed figure in order to show the universal set. So student, now our next topic is complement of a set. We will see what is complement of a set. So student, suppose U is an universal set. We can take any set U as the universal set. So if B is the subset of U, means set B is the subset of that universal set U, then the set of all the element in U which are not in set B is called the complement of B. It is denoted by B complement or B complement. So student, you can consider any set, that is, I will consider here one set U which is a universal set. This contains first 5 natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now take another set B which contains even numbers, means 2, 4. There are only 2 even numbers, so B is the set of even number. So B is equal to curly bracket 2, 4. Now according to the definition of complement of a set, so here U is a universal set. If B is the subset of U, so here B is the subset of U because B contains all the elements which are in that set U. Then the set of all the element in U means we can consider one set in which there will be all the elements in set U which are not in set B is called the complement of B. So we will denote the complement of set B as B complement, and we will write the elements. So we have to take the element which are in set U, but these elements are not in set B. So this one is in U but it is not in B, so we will take 1, and after that 2 is there in set B, that is why we will not take 2. Then we will take 3 because 3 is in U and it is not in set B, and after that 4 is there in set B, and now after that 5 which is in U and not in set B. That is why this is a set which contains all the element of set U, but this do not contain the element of set B. That is why this is called the complement of B. This set B complement is called the complement of B. So student, in this way we can study the complement of a set. We will study more examples related to the complement of a set. So student, B complement can be defined as B complement is equal to X such that X belongs to U and X does not belongs to B. So student, remember that if you are taking the complement of B, then this complement of B, this set will contain all the elements which are in set U, but except those elements which are in set B. Means the element of this set of B complement should be from universal set, that is U, and that element are not in set B. So this is called as complement of set B. So student, let us consider one more example in order to understand the complement of a set. So consider universal set U. So U is the set of first 10 natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now student, let us consider set A, the set of even numbers, even natural number you can say. So from the universal set we have to make set A as the subset of this U. So here the even natural number from this set, the elements are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are the even natural number, or you can say even numbers. Now student, we have to write the complement of set A. So A complement is equal to, so student, according to the definition of complement of a set, we have to take all the element from set U which are not in set A. Means we will consider the universal set U and we can take the element of U which are not in set A. So here 2 is there in A, 4 is there in A, 6, 8. We have to skip 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and then remaining elements we have to write in complement of a set. So here 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So if you will notice that this complement of A will contain all the element of set U which are not in set A. Hence this is called as complement of A because it contains all the elements of set U, that is universal set, which are not in set A. So here if we will draw the Venn diagram for this, so the Venn diagram of a universal set can be shown by a rectangle. So this is a rectangle and the universal set is denoted by U. And after that A is the subset of U, that is why we will draw one set which is the subset of U, that is A. Now A contains the element 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and the remaining elements are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So if you will consider this whole rectangle, then this whole rectangle is a universal set which contains element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So if you will consider, if we will reduce the element 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 from U, then the remaining elements are 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. This is nothing but the complement of A because we have taken out the element of set A from the universal set and the remaining elements are the complement of A. And the set of remaining element, you can say set of remaining elements are the complement of set A. So student, in this way we can draw the complement of a set. So student, this is the example given to us. U is equal to 1, 3, 9, 11, 13, 18, 19. So this can be considered as the universal set. This set can be considered as the universal set. Now we will take set B, which is the subset of that universal set, and B contains the element 3, 9, 11, 13. So we know that the B complement is nothing but 1, 18, 19. Means B complement contains all the elements which are in U but not in B. So student, now we have to find complement of B complement and also we have to draw the inference. So here complement of B complement is the set of all the elements which are from set U but which are not in set B complement. Means we have to skip these element 1, 18, 19 which are the element of B complement from the universal set and we have to write the remaining elements here. So skip 1, 18, 19 and remaining elements you have to write. So 1 will be skipped and we have to write 3. Now after 3, 9, 11 and 13 and 18, 19 we will skip because it is in the set B complement. So here we have find the complement of this set. This is nothing but the complement of this set. Complement of B complement means complement of B complement is the set of all elements which are the elements of set U but not in set B complement. Yes. Now if you will notice that the element 3, 9, 11, 13 are also in set B. 3, 9, 11, 13. So according to the definition of equal sets, complement of B complement is equal to B because complement of B complement and B both the set contains the same element. If you will see this set B, this is the element of this set is 3, 9, 11, 13 and complement of B contains the element 3, 9, 11, 13. So both of these sets are equal sets. So by the definition of equal set, complement of B complement is equal to B. So the inference is that the complement is set itself. If you will see that complement of complement, then it is the set itself. So student, the inference we draw from this is that the complement of complement is the given set itself. Means if you will find the complement of a particular set and if you will find the complement of that complement, then it is that set itself because it contains all the element of that particular set. So student, in this way we can study the complement of a set. Now we will move towards the next topic. So student, we have studied the complement of a set and the examples related to it. Hope you understand that. Now student, we will study the properties of complement of set. So the first property is no element are common in A and A complement. So student, if we will take set A into consideration and we will find the complement of that set A, so set A and the complement of set A does not contain any common element. You have to keep in mind that this set A and the complement of that set does not contain any element which is common. So student, these elements do not contain any common elements. And next one is, we know that A is the subset of U. If we will find the complement of set A, then we have to consider one universal set and we have to take set A into consideration. So this set A which we are taking into consideration is always the subset of that universal set. And we know that if we will find A complement, it is also the subset of U. So A is also the subset of U and A complement is also the subset of U. So remember that this both A and A complement, both the sets are the subset of that universal set U. So third one is complement of U is phi. Complement of U is phi. The complement of set U is phi, and we know that phi is nothing but the empty set. Empty set. So we know that if we are considering a universal set U and if we will take that complement of set U, it is nothing but phi. So we can write U complement or complement of U is nothing but phi. So student, if we will reverse this statement, if we will make the converse of that statement, then the converse is yes. If we will the complement of empty set phi is universal set U. Universal set U. If we are taking the complement of phi, then the complement of phi, that is complement of empty set, is nothing but the universal set U. So we can write the complement of empty set is universal set. So these are the properties which we have to take into consideration while writing the complement of set. I will make the revision for this. No elements are common in A and A complement. So A is the subset of U and A complement is also the subset of U, and the complement of U is nothing but phi, that is empty set, means complement of universal set is empty set. You can also write complement of universal set is an empty set. Complement of universal set is nothing but an empty set. Or you can say that complement of that empty set is a universal set U. Complement of empty set is nothing but universal set U. So student, in this way we can study the properties of complement of set. So this is all about the today's lecture. We will continue our next topic in the next lecture. Thank you very much.